Life is hard sometimes. Things happen, things change, and very rarely do they ever make sense. What do we do when things don't make sense? I don't know. What I do when things don't make sense is write. A lot of times, for me, what I'm worried about doesn't make sense or doesn't exist. Maybe it does exist, and it's not actually as big a deal as I made it seem to be. As I'm writing this video, I'm thinking too much about it. I'm gonna change it on the fly. I think that'll make it feel a little better. This video is not advice. This video is about how writing helps me go through things. Sometimes, the writing doesn't have to make sense. Actually, scratch that. The writing never has to make sense. There's a very plain time when I'm writing that comes to mind. At first, I have a little bit of trouble getting going, getting ideas down, or I have trouble writing my thoughts, no matter what it's about. And then I put one word in one sentence, and suddenly I know what I'm writing about. So this moment I'm thinking about is the moment after, the moment when I have finished writing what I'm thinking. And at this point, this moment, my head suddenly stops hurting, my neck sort of releases, and I start breathing again. I recently sold my car. I didn't want to, but kind of had to. It broke, and instead of fixing it and spending hundreds of dollars or more, probably more, definitely more, I got some extra money out of it. Now I'll be immobile for a little bit until a new car materializes, but that's okay. I like fixing things. I think what I like about fixing things is that I have direct control over what's going on, over what the situation is. If a thing is broken, I can fix it. I know I can, so I like it. I loved my old car. Made a lot of memories in there. Drove a lot of miles. Now it's gone. This video isn't about the car. It's not about the car. It's about going through stuff in general. The music helps me sometimes. Although it feels to me like sometimes the music is more of a distraction. Maybe not though. Maybe, sometimes, the distractions are good too. Writing things helps me face them. I look it in the eye when it comes out of the tip of the pen. Writing is not, to me, a distraction. I would even say, to me, writing is the exact opposite of a distraction. Writing, to me, feels like I have control over my own thoughts. It's like I'm physically handling them, right? I'm pulling them from my head and smearing them across the grid. The notebook, writing, I think, it's like talking to a friend or a loved one. One gains perspective in one way or another, and perspective helps me to feel gratitude. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's both. And I believe that writing in this way, for me, is a form of art. Because I feel something, or I don't, and I write it. And that expression, that transmission is where the art lives. That's what it is. That's what makes it art. Writing helps me to feel things when it's hard sometimes. Practicing this is important. I find it valuable to practice writing the things that I feel, even just the things that, if I see something or if I hear something, writing it down seems to help. You know how when you spin a top and right at the start, right when you release it, it's going at max speed. It goes like that and then it slows down. Then it falls over and it stops completely. Between the spinning at full speed chaos and the resting position, between those two things, there's writing. Writing forces me to slow down and be present. I have to be really honed in and really there to tune into my thoughts. It's not even that complicated, really. I just have to sit down and eliminate the distractions and start writing words. Just start writing words until something comes out. There's no time for me to just sit there and think of what I'm going to write. There's only writing. My head is the pitcher. My thoughts are the water. I can either sit around and wait for an earthquake to knock over the water, let the water spill out. By sitting and waiting, I risk the water overflowing. Or I can pour myself a glass and take a drink. Pouring the water is writing. I either can sit and just sit with my thoughts and just let them eat me up, or I can write them down and feel better. It isn't as complicated as it seems, but it also kind of is. When my head gets fuzzy and weird, I write. It helps me quite a bit to see through the fuzz. I still think life's pretty hard, but that's okay. It's hard for everyone. Then somewhere out of nowhere, I write just enough. I've written just enough words and just enough sentences. Maybe I just wrote the right thing. And then I stop.